Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nozamira from DLM3E, and today I'm going to present about inflation. What is inflation? Inflation can be defined as an increase in the price of goods and service that is representative of the economy. In simpler words, your money won't buy as much as today as you could yesterday. For example, the price of candy when you were kids are different when you buy it today. This is the calculation for inflation rate from 2020 to 2022. First of all, we counted from 2020 to 2021, which result in 2.50%. Then we counted from 2021 to 2022, which result in 3.33%.
My name is Miza Khairina binti Marazali. Today I will explain about question B, which is type of inflation. As you know, inflation means rate of increase in price over a period of time. There are four types of inflation: demand pull inflation, cost push inflation, profit push inflation, and currency inflation. For demand pull inflation, it means the aggregate demand is increased but the supply is constant. The reason why the price is increased is because just have a surplus demand in the market. For example, rise in employee. If the company want to produce more output, so the company need to hire more workers. For the cost push inflation, it means the aggregate supply is increased but the demand is constant or inelastic. The price rise because of increase in cost of production. For example, rise in price of factor of production. If the company is running off full production capacity, the chances of company cannot maintain the profit margin is high when the cost is higher. Based on the graph of demand pull inflation is the demand is increased from D0 to D1, but the supply is constant. It means the price is increased from P0 to P1 and the quantity is also increased from Q0 to Q1. For cost push inflation graph is the supply is decreased from S0 to S1, but the demand is constant or inelastic. So the price is increased from P0 to P1, but the quantity is decreased from Y0 to Y1.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ayu Alisha Adana Binti Ramli. So today I will present about my part, which is profit push inflation and currency inflation. Profit push inflation is the firm has a power to change or raise the price of their goods from the original price to higher price. It is also called greedy inflation. To understand more, profit push inflation is when the price of an item from its own company or firm is the total amount given to be sold or bought from an outside party. Accidentally, the outside party can sell it back to others by raising the price as a profit. So, for the example, oil company. When oil companies sell 50% of the original price to be sold to another company that bought it, the company that bought it can sell it to someone else at a price of 25% and make a profit 10%. So let's move to the next part. What is currency inflation? Currency inflation is a situation in which more money becomes available without an increase in production and services, causing price to rise. Currency inflation happens when the currency of economy increase, the price also increase. It also can say currency inflation happen because of no control in money supply. For example, the currency in our country, which is Malaysia, used to have a lot of value, but from time to time until 2022, our country currency will decrease and become worthless.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Macroeconomics bin Marwazi from DLM3E. So I will explain about the impact of inflation on the financial sector development. So one of the most significant impact of inflation on the financial sector in Malaysia is the effect on interest rates. When the inflation is high, interest rates tend to rise as central banks attempt to control inflation. This can lead to higher borrowing costs for businesses and individuals, which can reduce the investment in the financial sector. Furthermore, high interest rates can also reduce the demand for credit. It will impact the lending activity as the lending cost is high and ultimately slow down the growth of the financial sector.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, my name is Afnan Aizat. I want to present about impact of inflation on the financial sector in Malaysia. My point is effect on the exchange rate. When inflation is high, the value of the currency tends to decrease, which can lead to a decrease in foreign investment in the country. This can influence financial organization ability to lend and grow their operation by reducing the availability of capital. Exchange rate also can affect trade in goods, economic growth, capital flow, inflation and interest rates. Example of the large currency movement that affect financial market include the financial crisis in Malaysia.